Don't take a lot of mistakes that you made in your last marriage or in your last relationship into your subsequent relationships. Otherwise, you will be doomed to repeat history all over again. And I'm sure you already probably lost half of your stuff. Can you afford to lose half a half? You know, divorce doesn't just break your home up, but it also breaks up who you may think you are as a man. It exposes the cracks in your foundation, and you don't want to take those cracks into your next relationship. Here are 3 things that I learned as I went through my divorce that I will not take on into another relationship. Lesson number 1, silence is not strength. Sometimes we can feel like, if I'm just kind of silent, I just hold it in, I'm going to be tough. You may feel like, well, there's nobody here for me anyway, so I have to hold it in. No, that's not the thing to do. Because oftentimes when I'm talking to men, one of the things I hear, especially if they're arguing with their wives, is, well, I was going to say, and then I said it to myself, because I would ask, did you say that to her? Well, no, that's what I meant to say. I didn't even want to go there. They have already trained, they've learned to be silent regarding whatever they want, whatever they need, even in the middle of the discussion, because quite honestly, they just don't want to lose access to that little line that's down there between the woman's pants. And because they don't want to lose access to that, or they don't want to lose something to those lips on the face, they shut up. And then they remain silent because really they know that's the only place that they can get that physical need met. Now, I'm not saying you need to go elsewhere, but I'm saying if that's the reason why you're staying silent and why you just will shut your mouth, make sure you don't argue because you don't want to lose access to physical pleasure, you need to readjust your priority because you're going to take that same mentality and thought into your next relationship. Another thing that guys do, they try to fix everything. Woo, this one was me all the way. I tried to fix everything that I could. Everything that I was wrong with my ex, I got led like a wild goose chase on, well, it could be this, and well, maybe it's this with me, and maybe it was this with me. And especially for you guys over 50, you're going to be probably talking to a lot of people, maybe your pastor, maybe your physician, what you're going through. Because I've heard guys even going to their physician, and the physician says, well, how long have y'all been married? Well, that's just part of being married for 25 or 30 years. Or then you're going to be led on a wild goose chase where a woman's behavior, because she's going through menopause, becomes an excuse for all kinds of devious things. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to fix that. You're not going through menopause. And if anything, if you are going through some of your physical struggles, you know what you do? You go to your doctor, you get on TRT, you are expected to solve it. She should be expected to go solve her own problems if they are hormonally related. She should be expected to solve her own problems if she has some kind of addiction. That's not your problem. You can't fix her, and I guarantee you probably started off to fix her when you started dating. You probably kept up this behavior throughout your whole marriage. If you're in a particular religion, you probably heard, well, you need to fix your wife because, that's your responsibility, sir. No, it's not your responsibility to fix her. It's your responsibility to lead her. Be about leading. And if she does not want to go ahead and follow where you're trying to lead, assuming that you're an effective leader, then that may tell you that you should be also leading yourself to the court to resolve all of this. Redefine yourself before the world does it for you. You're going to try to go ahead and recalibrate, and everyone is going to be telling you what you should do because, well, I think the man should. You need to define what you need to be doing as the man that's leading your life. Don't let everyone else define that for you. However that looks, if your wife is defining it for you, you've already lost. You're going to go into another relationship letting women constantly define it for you. You see, overall with these 3 tips, I'll bet you a lot of the habits that you have, you probably had them when you were 15 years old, writing a girl on a love note saying, if you like me, yes or no. Maybe that's just kind of a Gen X thing, I don't know. But, you need to fix yourself before you get back out here and start dating again. One of the biggest things that we always hear about is, well, the divorce rate, which is true. The divorce rate on second marriages and subsequent marriages is even higher than the first. I think a huge reason for this is because people don't fix the problems that they had. Fix who you are. Don't try to fix her. It is not about her. It is not trying to fix and create something It's about you leading. And first, it starts with you leading yourself as a man. So if you're over 50, you're divorced and you asking, well, what now? I see you and you're not done. You're just being forged, really. And when you're being forged, welcome to the Iron Father era. Let's get to work. Are you ready to recalibrate? Sign up, email me, and also go to theironfather.com. Let's talk more, because you're being forged for the future. Don't take a lot of mistakes that you made in your last marriage or in your last relationship into your subsequent relationships. Otherwise, you will be doomed to repeat history all over again. And I'm sure you already probably lost half of your stuff. Can you afford to lose half a half?